My grandmother taught me how to make this dish, the most delicious potato recipe for dinner. To start, I'm going to slice 2 potatoes. I love recipes like this, simple and easy to make, yet they always have that special touch that surprises anyone who tries them. Next, in a frying pan, we'll add a drizzle of olive oil. Then, I'll place the potato slices side by side like this. And before I forget, tell me which city you're watching from so I can send you a special hug. Today's hug goes to Charlotte Anderson from Chicago, Illinois. I'm really happy that you're enjoying our recipes. Now I'll add 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of paprika, and half a teaspoon of black pepper. Then we'll sauté the potatoes until they're lightly golden. Every time I reach this point, I remember that cooking isn't just about technique. It's also about the joy of turning simple ingredients into something special. Now I'm going to slice 1 tomato and then cut it into small cubes. Every time I make this recipe, I realize how much the final result depends on this step. It's here that we get the perfect texture and a beautiful finish. Then, in a bowl, we'll add 4 eggs, some chive to taste, and the chopped tomato. We'll mix everything well until all the ingredients are combined. Have you ever tried making a recipe like this at home? Tell me. I'd love to know. Next, I'll add half a cup of heavy cream, and we'll keep stirring. Now, I'll add 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of paprika, and half a teaspoon of black pepper. I'll mix a little more until I get this smooth consistency. After that, we'll pour the mixture over the potatoes, spreading it evenly to cover everything. This step may seem simple, but it's what guarantees the perfect result. Then, I'll cover it and let it cook for 10 minutes. Now we'll flip our recipe onto a plate and place it back in the pan to brown the other side as well. Next, we'll add some grated mozzarella on top to taste. Tell me what you think of the recipe so far. I'd love to know. I'll cover it again and let it cook for another 5 minutes or until the cheese melts. After that, I'll remove it from the heat and place this delicious potato omelet on a plate. I like recipes like this because they deliver exactly what they promise. No complicated steps, no hard-to-find ingredients. And yet, the result stands out. The aroma and flavor are amazing. I've made it several times, and all my friends and family love it. Make it at home and tell me what you think.
I've got 6 eggs here. I'm going to put them in some boiling water and then let the eggs cook for about 2 minutes. This recipe is awesome and you can definitely make this at home so easily. Stir and gently cook the eggs for a few more minutes. You can just see that the eggs have started cooking. Now we're going to let them cook for another 10 minutes. And then after 10 minutes has passed, take the eggs out of the water and just drain any excess water that's there. We don't need the cooking water for this recipe, so you can get rid of it. Then put the eggs in a plate and we're going to finish off this process. Be careful because the water and the eggs are super hot. Just gently remove the eggs, set them aside. And then just using a spoon, we're going to mash these eggs up really well. If you want, you can use a spoon or a fork for this process. It doesn't matter. Just chop them up into small pieces. It's going to look something like this. They're still really hot, so be careful. Now, after mashing up all the eggs, we're going to set those aside to cool. And in the next step, we're going to heat up a pan with a small amount of oil. In that hot oil, add in 1 chopped white onion. We're also going to need 2 large chopped garlic cloves, half of a chopped green bell pepper, and 1 chopped red bell pepper. Don't forget, we're also going to need a chopped tomato, so add that in too. Then saute all these ingredients well over a medium heat. After they've been sauteing, you'll notice that the tomato is nice and soft and your kitchen probably smells amazing, just like mine does. Let's season that with a teaspoon of salt, half a teaspoon of cumin, half a teaspoon of black pepper, half a teaspoon of thyme. Mix everything well, make sure the seasonings are well incorporated. Now, of course, all these seasonings are totally optional. You can substitute, swap, increase, decrease, any of them. It's totally customizable for your taste preference. This is definitely worth making at home. I know it's going to make your breakfast so much tastier. I love making this recipe for my family's breakfast. They're always asking me for it. After stirring and mixing everything well, the veggies are almost ready. The trick is to cook and saute these veggies on a low heat, so be patient and take your time. The longer you saute, the more flavorful it's going to become. Definitely worth trying these flavors at home. I always make this recipe and everyone always asks me for it. It really is a delicious omelet you can make at home for any meal. Step away from the usual and change up your breakfast. I think this one's going to be a winner. This omelet is so perfect, the results are amazing. When the veggies are nice and tender, they're ready to go. So go ahead and turn off the heat, and then we're going to pour all these veggies over the eggs. There is no way this recipe won't turn out perfect. I just love how colorful this recipe makes the eggs. And just like that, our recipe is done. It doesn't need any sides, and you can serve it right away while it's still piping hot. If you prefer, you can add a little more salt, but it's time to dig in. Make this at home, and you can thank me later. Enjoy!
Start by adding 4 potatoes cut into half-moon shapes. The oil is already hot, so let the potatoes fry. Fry them until they turn golden for a few minutes. Look, the fried potatoes are almost ready. Now, add 12 onions cut into half-moon shapes. Mix them with the potatoes. Let the onions fry with the potatoes for a few more minutes. Be careful when mixing, because the oil is very hot and you might burn yourself. Do it cautiously. Since the potatoes are almost ready, leave them aside for now. Now prepare the egg mixture. In this bowl, add 6 or 7 eggs. Then add a teaspoon of salt. Also, add half a teaspoon of black pepper. Mix the eggs well, whisking them with a fork to make it easier. This potato recipe will surprise you. It's delicious and easy to make with everyday ingredients. I mixed the eggs well, and now the potatoes are ready. So, turn off the heat. Drain a bit of the oil and add the potatoes to the eggs. Remove all the potatoes from the pan and add them to the eggs. All in the same bowl. Don't worry, the result will be excellent. Even though it's a different recipe, everyone who tries it always wants more. Now, just mix the potatoes with the eggs well. Look, I mixed the potatoes with the eggs well. Now, put everything back in the pan with a bit of oil. Notice that I'm using a smaller pan, and the oil is just to grease it. Add all the potatoes and distribute them evenly, organizing them in the pan. Turn the heat to low temperature and cover the pan. After a few minutes, it will have cooked on one side. Then, flip the recipe. Look, it's golden on one side. Now, use a plate to flip the recipe. See how it's turning out. Put it back in the pan to brown the other side. You can use spatulas or a board to flip it. I always like to flip it this way, to keep the recipe together and avoid breaking it. And to finish our recipe, cover it again and leave it for a few more minutes to brown. Look, it's ready. The other side is perfectly golden as well. Now, take the plate and flip the recipe one more time. Look at how it turned out. A real marvel. See how our recipe stayed whole and well browned. In just a few minutes, it's ready. Cut a portion to show you how it looks inside. Try this recipe at home and let me know how it turned out. I want to know if you achieved the perfect point, and if you came up with any different ideas for this recipe. Enjoy your meal.
Pineapple dessert I learned from an American chef. To start today's recipe, let's put 7 pieces of pineapple into a pan. I'm sure you'll be surprised with the final result of this dessert. Next, let's put a 1/4 cup of pineapple gelatin in a bowl, and also 1 cup of hot water. I'll mix everything well. And before I forget, tell me which city you're watching from so I can send you a special shout out. Today's shout out goes to Emily Carter from Boston. I'm so glad you're enjoying our recipes. Now I'll add 1 cup of room temperature water. Let's mix again. With just a few everyday ingredients, we can make a dessert much tastier than those sold in traditional restaurants. I make it almost every week. It was the owner of a 5-star restaurant in the US who taught me this recipe. Once our mixture reaches the right consistency, we'll pour it over the pineapple slices we added to the pan earlier. I'll place it in the fridge for about an hour. In a blender, I'll put another 1/4 cup of pineapple gelatin and also 1 cup of hot water. I have no doubt it will become part of your routine, just like it became part of mine. It's very easy to prepare, no reason not to try. I'll add 2 cups of heavy cream. This is the secret to get the perfect consistency, making the dessert creamy and delicious. When I make it at home, there's never anything left. It's simply impossible to eat just one piece. After mixing everything very well, we'll pour our mixture with heavy cream over everything. Look how beautiful it's turning out. We'll place it in the fridge for another 90 minutes. With the help of a tray or large plate, we'll remove our recipe from the pan. Besides being beautiful, it also tastes amazing. This is one of the top-selling desserts during hot days in the US. Almost every place has its own version. Try making it to share with your family. I'm sure everyone will love it and even ask where you learned it. If you're someone who, like me, loves refreshing fruit desserts, I'm sure you won't stop making it. If you don't believe me, try it and then come back to tell me your experience. I'd love to know. Whenever I make pasta like this, everyone asks me for the recipe. To start, let's fill a pot with hot water. Add 250 grams of pasta, 1 teaspoon of salt, and let it cook completely. Tell me if you've ever made a recipe like this before. In another pot, we'll add a bit of olive oil. No need for much. Add 1 onion chopped into small cubes and let it fry. You'll never want to eat pasta any other way. It's very easy, practical, and quick to make. No reason not to try. Let's add 3 cloves of minced garlic and keep stirring. When I make it at home, there's never anything left. Now I'll add 1 cup of tomato extract. A great option for those days when you don't have much time in the kitchen. Season with 1 teaspoon of salt, half a teaspoon of black pepper, and 1 teaspoon of oregano. Add half a cup of milk, stir with a spatula. Add a 1/4 cup of water, and mix again. You'll never want to eat pasta another way after learning this recipe. I'll take the pasta off the heat. Back to the sauce. Let's add 1 cup of heavy cream. This is one of the most important ingredients to make sure our mixture has the right consistency. I learned this secret from the owner of a 5-star restaurant. We'll add 200 grams of mozzarella cheese and 1 tablespoon of butter. And before I forget, tell me which city you're watching from so I can send you a special shout out. Today's shout out goes to Jessica Miller from Chicago. I'm so glad you're enjoying our recipes. I'll add the pasta and stir again with a spatula. And then add some more mozzarella cheese, as much as you like. For a special touch, I'll also use a bit of parsley, but this part is optional. Cover and let it cook for about 10 minutes. With just a few everyday ingredients, we can make a meal much tastier than the ones sold in traditional restaurants. The smell is amazing, and the taste is even better. Teach it to that friend of yours who loves eating pasta. I'm sure they'll be really happy, and might even message you to say thanks. I really wish I had learned this before, and that's why I'm sharing this secret with you now. It became one of my favorite recipes since the first time I tried it. I'm sure even people who don't like pasta that much will be impressed with the flavor.